Hey everyone, it's me, Matt. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had an amazing week, and I hope you're ready to garden with me today because in today's video, we're going to be planting 4 pineapple plants. So let's get into it. So here we are on my back patio, and here's 2 of the pineapple plants we'll be working with today. If you've been following my channel for a while, then you might remember these plants from the step-by-step video I did in October of last year on how to grow your own pineapple plants. As you can see, these plants have grown quite a bit and they desperately need to be repotted into larger containers. We'll also be potting up this plant that I recently propagated from a pineapple top, as well as breaking off and planting up this pup that started growing from this older in-ground pineapple plant. So starting with these 2 large pineapple plants from last year's How to Grow Pineapples video, you can see they've outgrown their current containers and need more space. I'll be potting these 2 plants up into these larger containers, giving the roots plenty of room to expand. Before we transplant these plants, let's prep the new containers. You can see these containers have plenty of drain holes. I'll be using a well-draining potting mix, which is crucial for pineapples since they don't like to sit in water. I recommend this Miracle-Gro cactus, palm, and citrus mix. I use it with all my pineapple plants. I'll also be amending the soil with some of my Dr. Earth exotic blend fertilizer. This will help give the pineapples some added nutrients as they settle into their new containers. I'll be sure to link the potting mix and fertilizer in the video description for reference. So now let's quickly remove these plants from their old pots and plant them in these new containers. All right, these plants look so great in their new containers. They were really root bound and probably should have been repotted months ago, but I'm glad I finally tackled this project today. These plants will definitely thrive in these new pots. Moving on to my pineapple propagation next. I've been growing this one in my kitchen windowsill for about 3 weeks now. I propagated it from the top of a pineapple fruit. You can see it started to develop a nice root system and it's ready to be planted in its own container. So just like before, we'll be using the same cactus, palm, and citrus mix amended with some Dr. Earth exotic blend fertilizer. So let me quickly pot up this little pineapple plant too. There we go, my little pineapple propagation is all potted up. It looks so great, and it's ready to put on some size in its new home. Moving over to my in-ground pineapple next, we'll be breaking off and transplanting this pup growing out of the side of this older mother plant. Some of you might remember this is the plant that had a pineapple fruit on it earlier this season, but it prematurely broke off during a storm. So unfortunately, the mother plant's life is coming to an end. Pineapple plants have a unique life cycle. Each plant flowers only once and produces a single pineapple fruit. After the fruit is harvested, the plant begins to die, but before it completely dies, it can produce offspring in the form of a pup. So like I said, you can see the pup is growing between the leaves of the mother plant. This new plant can be removed and replanted to grow into a new pineapple plant. So even though the original mother plant dies after fruiting, it can leave behind new plants that can continue to produce pineapple fruit. So this should be really easy. I'm going to carefully break off this pup from the mother plant. I'll pull back some of the leaves at the base as well. Sometimes there's roots already starting to form. Depending on how the base looks, I may or may not dip it into some rooting powder to help stimulate root growth, and then I'll pot it up into its own container. So let's get it done. There we go, this little pup is all planted and watered in, just like the other three plants. It looks so great in its new home. And then you also saw me pull out the old mother plant. I dumped it in my green waste, freeing up this garden bed for something new. So now that these plants are all repotted, I'm going to keep them in a sunny spot here on my back patio. I'll water them about twice a week depending on rain in order to keep them consistently moist but not waterlogged. I'll definitely keep an eye on these plants over the next few weeks as they settle into their new containers, but I'm confident that they'll continue to grow and thrive. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing the progress of my pineapple plants, and hopefully you learned a little bit about repotting pineapples along the way. I'll be sure to link my step-by-step video on how to grow your own pineapples in the video description for reference. Remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you can hang out with me in future videos. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.